Another amazing season of anime series is coming to an end, but there are some exciting titles in store for the upcoming season. But you may be wondering, which are the most anticipated series of the winter 2024 season that you should keep an eye on? So without further ado, let's explore the highly anticipated anime series that will be available in the winter of 2024. Number 10. Chain Soldier. The creator of the well-known anime series, Akame ga Kill, is the author of Chain Soldier, but this time the narrative is more focused on the ecchi genre. However, ecchi genre programs are rarely expected, so this series may not be like your typical fanservice offering. Chain Soldier takes place on Mato, a planet where gateways to the demon world open. Yuki is assaulted by demons and on the edge of death when he is rescued by a female from the Anti-Demon Corps. Kyoka Uzen is despised by her team for her ineffective ability to enslave anyone. Thus, by mutual consent, she enslaves Yuki and discovers that Yuki is powerful. Her power only has one drawback. Once her slave uses their powers, she must reward them, and the only thing she can treat them with is the satisfaction of their obscene desires. Number 9. Blue Exorcist, Shamaine Illuminati Saga. The series Blue Exorcist also made an unexpected comeback after a long hiatus. Similar to Devil is a part-timer. The series will cover the Shamaine Illuminati saga arc, as the name implies. The plot of Blue Exorcist centers on Satan's son Rino Kumura, who is training to get stronger every day and is residing on Earth to keep it safe from his father. The second season of Blue Exorcist focuses on Rin's struggle to manage his demonic abilities and how it's impacting his day-to-day experiences at school. In the end, the tale will continue in Season 3, when a true cross pupil will be exposed as a fraud and Rin and Yukio's relationship will change. Number 8. Solo Leveling, I Level Up Alone. Since its source, a manhwa, was highly anticipated by fans worldwide, Solo Leveling may be the most anticipated anime series of 2024. Thus, we will soon find out what this series is all about since the premiere of the first episode is just a few days away. In the fantasy world of Solo Leveling, doors lead to realms where monsters are making every effort to emerge. A profession known as hunters was created to deal with these creatures in order to combat this threat. The main character of the show is Sung Jin Woo, a meek hunter who possesses almost any magic. Furthermore, he is tasked with a job one day in which even the most skilled hunters perish, so he is likewise unable to flee. However, just as he is ready to pass away, he is selected by an odd mechanism, and he survives to see a screen in front of him showing him himself alive. Now, Sung Jin Woo completes the system's required solo objective to get stronger every day and, in the end, become the world's greatest hunter. Number 7. Mashley Second Season. Even though Mashley was frequently criticized for plagiarizing works, anime fans generally thought the series was favorably received. However, the show was a huge success and will be back in a follow-up. The narrative of Mashley centers on Mash, a little child without magic, as he goes about his regular existence with his grandfather, who found him during a battle. Mash's grandpa has forbidden him from leaving the house as the world runs on magic, and he and others like him are viewed as outsiders. He thus remains at home, works out, and consumes cream puffs. However, one day he goes outside, and the guards discover him. When he demonstrates his abilities to the Guardians, they accept him into a magic school. Will MASH be able to use no magic to remain at the top? Number 6. Classroom of the Elite Season 3. The good news for lovers of this show is that Classroom of the Elite has been revived for a second season after 4 years. Furthermore, one of the most anticipated anime series of the season is the sequel, which was also revealed simultaneously with Season 2. Classroom of the Elite takes place at Kudo Ikusei Senior High School, a distinguished institution that draws pupils from all over the world. Royalties are offered to the pupils, and everything appears opulent. However, the pupils really attend this school in 4 classes, A through D, and in order to remain there, they must continue to place themselves at the top of the class. The protagonist of the tale is Ayanoko Ji, who starts off in Class D and must rise through the ranks of formidable pupils from other classes in order to succeed alongside his peers. Number 5. A Sign of Affection. A Silent Voice is a popular movie that shares a premise with A Sign of Affection, an anime series about romance that seems very promising. The narrative of A Sign of Affection centers on Yuki Itos, a deaf college student who has isolated herself from society as a result of her impairment. She eventually meets a senior student, Nagi Itsuomi, a multilingual student. Nagi is the first person she has ever met who has made an effort to get in touch with her. Later on, in an effort to avoid isolating Yuki due to her condition, Nagi also attempts to learn sign language. Will their friendship develop into anything more than simply pals? Number 4. Bottom tier character Tomozaki Second Stage, Season 2. During its time, bottom-tier character Tomozaki was one of the most underappreciated anime programs. Nevertheless, the show is finally making a comeback in a sequel, and we could see Tomozaki, our lowest-class character, rise to the top in both romance and real life. Bottom-tier character Tomozaki tells the tale of the introverted player who ranks first in the video game, Pac-Man, Tomozaki. He meets up with a timid but skilled fellow player one day. When they first meet, Tomozaki discovers that the other player is a female, and to make matters worse, it's Aoi Hinami, the well-known beauty in his class. When Hinami first meets Tomozaki, she is dissatisfied with his appearance and way of life. So she makes the decision to take it upon herself to make Tomozaki, who is now a lowly character in Pac-Man, a high figure in real life. Will Hinami fall in love with Tomozaki as he improves his social skills, or will this voyage be simple training? Number 3. The Dangers of My Heart Season 2. With one of the finest opening songs of the year, The Dangers of My Heart was one of the most watched anime series of its season, Spring 2023, and garnered outstanding ratings. Thankfully, there will be a sequel to the show, so the fun with romantic comedies will not end. The narrative of The Dangers of My Heart centers on Ichikawa, an introvert whose mind is always racing with evil ideas. The happy beauty of his class, Yamada, is what he hates the most. He chooses to take Yamada's life because he detests her unwavering happiness. Ichikawa experiences emotional shifts as the tale progresses and his ideas come to pass. He knows there's no going back now that he's fallen hard for Yamada. Ichikawa actually changes his strategy from attempting to break up with a lady to trying to seem good in front of her. Number 2. Delicious in Dungeons. One of the most anticipated anime series produced by the Studio Trigger is Delicious in Dungeons. Since Studio Trigger is known for creating more intense episodes like Cyberpunk Edgerunners, DNA, etc., this series represents a change of pace for the company. The plot of Delicious in Dungeons centers on the hero Leos and his crew, who become stranded in a dungeon. As they try to escape, the dragon eats Fallon, his sister. Although they only manage a brief escape, Laos is committed to slaying the dragon and rescuing his sister. He therefore makes the forbidden decision to remain in the dungeon and survive by eating creatures. They encounter Senshi, a dwarf, when they are chowing down on some disgusting monster meat, and he shows them how to properly prepare it. Senshi agrees to go along in the hopes of consuming dragon flesh if Laos's portion wins. Can Laos save his sister before it's too late? Number 1. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy Season 2. Because of its distinctive plot and outstanding voice cast, which included Suda Kenjiro, Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, Hane Natsuki, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, and many more, Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy quickly rose to popularity among isekai shows. There are big hopes for this program because the sequel to this series is one of the most anticipated anime series of winter 2024. The plot of Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy centers on Makoto, a character who travels to another planet where a goddess curses him for his repulsive appearance and takes away his status as a hero. She also thrusts him into this new realm and grants him the capacity to understand only languages different than those spoken by humans. Bewildered by this new universe, Makoto makes the decision to avenge this goddess by creating his own army of non-human creatures, such as dragons and orcs. There is something for every lover of anime in each one, as each provides a special blending of genres and themes. What do you think about this list? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know what you think.